Hello, everyone. This is Jim Okrzinski with your weekly lecture video. So, once again, I'm beginning in the course module here for Chapter 4. One item that I would like to begin with before I get to the slide presentation on the Chapter 4 organizational patterns is the first draft of the research essay. I hope everybody takes a few minutes, reads this carefully, understands the criteria for the first draft. So it must be submitted on or before Sunday, April 18th, end of day. That allows the peer review process to begin. I will also review drafts as they come in, but it gives me the largest amount of time to review everybody's first draft. I'm looking for a well-planned text, engaging purpose, and a deliberate organizational structure. You have to have material drawn from a minimum of 6 separate sources. Employ strategies of paraphrasing, summarizing, and quotation so you avoid inadvertent plagiarism. And we have to provide in-text citations, parentheticals, or naming your speaker, along with the works cited page. Cross-referencing is essential. Do the in-text citations match the works cited page or your bibliographic list? Reader comfort, double spacing, indented paragraphs, standard font, 1-inch margins, page numbers, all of which are MLA formatting guidelines. Once again, you can take a look in the back of the textbook. Appendix A, I believe, has all the criteria for formatting a document according to MLA guidelines, even example in that particular section. I'm looking for a comfortable length between 67 pages, 2,000 to 2,500 words. All right, so be sure that you meet that criteria. I don't allow people to revise the first draft. If you do not meet this criteria, then you can't fix it to earn more points back. If you do meet the criteria for the first draft, I will, and I have been known to award all 50 points for this activity. So you want to make sure that you read these criteria carefully, right? Any revisions or comments should be integrated into the final draft of the research essay that'll be uploaded for assessment. And I believe that one is worth 200 points. So let me get to the PowerPoint on chapter 4, I should say the slide presentation. So we're going to start thinking about how you go about organizing your particular research essay draft, right? So you want to figure out if your essay is to find out or prove to your original topic that you have done research on. So you want to find out or prove something, thesis driven. Your research question can lead you in a direction of either an argumentative or exploratory essay. The argumentative path is where you use your research to persuade the reader, support your thesis driven essay. You want readers to think or do something about the topic. You know, the problem solution format is usually typical when you want people to take action. Exploratory path would be if you are not quite confident in the topic or the direction, you just want to continue exploring your topic, finding out new information. You'll help the reader appreciate your topic so they can learn with you about your particular research topic. And Ballinger in a textbook talks about his soft acronym. Say one freaking thing. The thing you most want to say in your essay, right? It doesn't matter if you're arguing or if you're exploring, just make a main point. So, for example, you discovered a main point, usually leads to a thesis leading to an argumentative essay structure, or you arrive at a point and you want to continue investigating by exploring your topic, talking about your research, where it might lead. You want to inform the audience more about your particular topic. And if you have no clue at this point, you just might need to do a little bit more research in order to come to some sort of a pathway, right? So in organizing the draft depends on whether your essay is argumentative, exploratory. You have to provide a lot of information for your essay, or the essay will seem unfocused. Always remember your motive, okay? Are you narrating your thinking on your topic or proving a point? Think rhetorically. Who is your audience? You have a general audience, so one of mostly your classmates. You don't want to write up. You want to write, basically, you want to write across. What does the assignment say? Look for some tips on the assignment. What is your purpose in writing the topic? So your purpose, if you want to argue, your purpose is to argue. You're going to state your thesis and you want people to take action. Purpose is if you're exploring, you want to present your information and educate your audience about your topic. You want to drive through the first draft. You don't want to think about structure really, hard right now. You want to be restricted, like something like a 5-paragraph theme. Try avoid thinking too much about the structure while you are drafting. Remember, we can make some holistic changes later for the final research essay. That's when I review it, and your peers will review your draft too. So Ballinger offers 2 pathways: the narrative logic. In narrative logic, you see information as exhibits that can be considered as equally valid and in a relationship to each other. It's more of a cross type of relationship. One doesn't dominate another. You're just basically talking and presenting your thinking about your topic. Is my main motive to find out what I think? Do I want to tell the story of what I've come to understand about my research question? Am I writing about a problem in a particular time and place? Am I interested exploring causes and effects or reasons or consequences? Everything is on an even plane. So Ballinger uses a 3-act structure, and it's highlighted here in figure 4.1, where you want to dramatize the question of the problem, provide background information, and then returns to your research and looks how you want to work with connecting ideas and information or claims, right? So the other pathway is the argumentative logic that Ballinger talks about in the textbook. It dispenses what went on behind the scenes, the process that led you to deciding what you think is the best answer to your research question. Argumentative logic checklist is, do I think I want to prove a point? Is there an answer to my research question to which I'm strongly drawn? Is there something that readers should do about the problem I'm writing about? And would I like to persuade them to do it? Compelling reasons for believing what I do, and have I encountered significant evidence that convinces me and might convince others, right? So this is usually articulated in a thesis statement, and you can even revise that as you move forward. So he does provide some sort of a graphic here, a structure of the argumentative research paper, where you start your beginning with dramatizing and explain the significance of the problem, summarize the conversation, reasons and evidence why the thesis the best answer or explanation, counter arguments. You always have to entertain your counter arguments, difficult questions and qualifications, and then wrap everything up. You want to revisit the thesis and how it's expanded and qualified or confirmed. So this is just our first conversation into the 2 organizational patterns. You can wrap your brain around how you want to present your particular research essay for the first draft here. If you have any questions or issues, please send me an email. Good luck.